Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate Anime, and welcome back to my channel. Today, back on the Crew Motorfest to continue on through the playlist. I know I said I wanted to check out some of the vehicles. I did some of that. I am kind of impressed by some of the vehicles in the game, but I want to jump back into the playlist because I do want to at least finish up some more playlists. I don't know, I think I might try to complete every single playlist in this game. I don't know, I'm enjoying it enough that I can actually, do such a thing. Unlike other racing games, even Forza and even Need for Speed Unbound don't give me the type of I don't know, encouragement to continue on. It's with Forza Horizon 5, you get all the best cars right out of the gate, so there really is no point in driving or doing a whole bunch of races and grinding and stuff like that, unless they're adding a new car on the playlist. But yeah, we are going to be doing the Liberty Walk playlist in today's video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to leave a like. But yeah, without further ado, let's get in to the Liberty Walk playlist. Let's see what type of opening it's going to give us.
LBWK プレイリストへようこそ。加藤渡です。この日本からこのゲームでしか楽しめない素晴らしい体験を送ります。30年以上も世界中の車をリバティオークスタイルでカスタムしてきました。みんなが驚き、喜ぶ LB カスタムカーで日本の伝統を大切にしながら作っています。
Now see, there are some cars in the background. I hope, some of those cars will actually make their way into the Crew Motorfest. I did see some old school Skylines back there. That would be nice. This right here, that would be really cool to see those vehicles make their way into the Crew Motorfest. Alright, there goes the BMW M4. Ooh, a Liberty Walk version. So I think this is the vehicle that we win if we complete the playlist, I believe. Playlist right here, restricted vehicle. Is it going to make us use the loan vehicle that's going to make us use, or is it going to allow me to use my vehicle that I customized? Let's see. We'll see. Let's see if this will allow us to use our vehicle that I have. So I think it might actually make us... Yep, we're using a loan vehicle. Oh well. Alright, let's start it up here. And we're racing with 4 people instead of a whole group of 8, or I guess 7 really. I guess this is gonna be the intro race, I assume.
Hey, it's Toji. Remember me? Made in Japan, the pack, the guy with the Evo X.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't be surprised. It's a Liberty Walk playlist. I'm a customizer. That's all I needed to know.
Okay, some of the characters from other playlists are making appearances in
There's lots of things to say.
this playlist.
With this, in Japan, every custom lover knows the name Wataru Kato. Bringing his own style to bear on supercars. That's his thing.
But yeah, I was actually kind of expecting to use, the car I customized in the last video, because I did see that this vehicle was going to be used in this playlist, but we're still using loan vehicles. Now, who knows? It might actually allow me to use the vehicle I customized the second go around. And what I mean by, being able to use the car the second go around, after I complete this playlist, or probably even this race, I can probably take the car that I just customized and use it in this playlist and have all the scenery here in the game. Ooh, hold up. Oh, nice. So this is what our vehicle could look like if we have the Liberty Walk body kit on it, which I don't think, when I did customize the M4, I didn't see any parts that look like this. So that, I do think that does mean that we probably won't be able to put the Liberty Walk body kit outside of, I'm going to assume, the car that we're going to be gifted. So that's the one thing though, like we won't be able to like apply this body kit to our own M4. Like we have to have the Liberty Walk M4 version of this car to be able to have a Liberty Walk body kit. And it's like, yeah, as long as it doesn't turn out like the Toyota Supra with Liberty Walk body kit, which I have not really touched that car quite yet, but I have looked at the liveries for that vehicle, and you can't get rid of certain things, like the Liberty Walk logo on the side, like it sticks on the car, and no matter what type of livery you make, it will stay there forever. So far, this is not a bad race. I tell you one thing though, this thing handles better than the normal M4. The normal M4, I'd be like sliding all over the place right now. Like this thing feels like it has a lot of grip. I don't know, maybe the Liberty Walk version just is like a little bit more grippier than the normal version, because the normal version is completely customized performance wise. It's completely max, so I don't know, but this one definitely has a little bit more grip than the normal M4. But yeah, that is one race down. I think we have like what, maybe 6-7 more to go. I didn't even check that. I should check that. We have 9 left to go, and in total there are like 10 events we have to do. Whew, that's a lot. That definitely is a lot of races to do. Hopefully this video won't go into the 2-hour mark. Jesus, I might have to do some real big editing here and probably not show too many of the races, but yeah, that's how many we have left. So, but yeah, that's a lot of races though. So yeah, let's continue on. Let's not waste any time at all and get into the next race. All right, here we go. Finally, we're here with a full pack now. It's not like the 4 races we were going up against. Again, I guess that was just kind of like the intro. You know, the first race is always like a kind of like an introduction race. You just kind of let you know what you'll be doing in the entirety of the playlist, and then the second race they kind of just throw you into the pack and just give you the full experience right there. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, oh my god, this thing is really grippy. Like I'm telling you, man, like this does not have the wheel spin that the M4, the normal M4 has. This thing is really tight. Also, I just realized my username is loading for some reason. I don't know why that is. I guess the game's kind of glitching out at the moment. Also, I just realized there's no music in here. Is the music not enabled? No, I guess not. Oh, okay, I guess I don't have options to actually turn off and on the music in here. I'll make sure to turn the music back on in the next race. Alright, we're inside the tunnel here. Sounds really good. Really nice. I wonder if we'll get like an auto signature here, because this does sound a little bit different from the normal M4. Sounds like it has an auto signature on it. I don't know. There's some type of boost in sound quality somewhere in this car, or in this version of this car. Let me see, can I get it to slide a little bit? No, not really, not at all. Actually, the car is acting like it has the traction control on, and I promise you the traction control is definitely not on. I guess this is what it feels like to drive with traction control on in this game, because really I haven't really turned on the traction control since playing this game. I mean, I think the only time I'll probably use it is when we start doing in the grand race. online mode, but for the most part, really, if you're doing the playlist, just turn off all the assist and enjoy the game for what it is. I think the assist kind of hinder the game just a little bit if you play it with just the assist on. Yep, that's another race down. First place. Easy win right there. But just before we get into the next race, I do just want to give an example of just how, how much wheel spin this vehicle has compared to the Liberty Walk version we were driving in the playlist race just now. So I'm taking off and I'm in 6th gear and the wheels are still spinning. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the car just does not handle, the same. Like, it just spins out every time. So yeah, they definitely did some type of like tighter tuning to the Liberty Walk version of the vehicle. So that is kind of cool, kind of interesting. I wish they did the same thing for this car. I mean, overall I still like it, but I wish they would have did the same. Alright, we're gonna be driving a GTR in this playlist, or in this race. I keep saying playlist. I mean, it is technically, we're still in the playlist, but I think you get what I mean, though. We're just in the playlist doing all these races, man. And my username is still loading. Why is that? Fix that. Fix that, please. Maybe I have to like restart the game. I mean, the game has been on all day, so I guess at some point I do need to rest my PS5 just a little bit. This is a GTR, but it sure is moving pretty slow. I am seeing some Summit exclusive vehicles in this race. I did see the RX-7 in the back, and I think this RX-8 might be a Summit vehicle too from the Crew 2. Pretty cool to see them reusing some of these vehicles in races, because apart from online play on the Crew 2, and even in the Crew Motorfest, you really don't see those type of vehicles driving around.
You know Bosozoku? A bad boy thing, and clearly the inspiration here. Back in the 70s, Japanese clans loved to make noise and showcase their styles in illegal races. Those cars, it was crazy. Kato knows his classics.
Yeah, but Bosozoku was a little bit more crazier than this. I mean, Liberty Walk is kind of cool, but I think Bosozoka is a little bit more crazier than Liberty Walk. But that's just my opinion, though. It would be cool if they did add some type of like Bosozoku or Kaido Racer type body kits in the Motorfest, like Need for Speed Unbound did, which is also kind of sad because they made it exclusive, so you really didn't get to see or use that body kit in Need for Speed Unbound on the Fair Lady Z, which was kind of sad. Like, you had to pay for it and all that crap. I don't know. There's certain things that should be done, and there's certain things that shouldn't be done, and something like that should have been free straight out of the gate. But as I said, though, it would be cool to see some type of Kaido Racer body kit added into the Motorfest. I don't know. It feels like this GTR is moving slower than it should. I mean, we're only hitting speeds of like 140. I don't know. Are these cars like not upgraded maybe? Because they feel very, very slow. Maybe that's why it wasn't spinning out in the Liberty Walk M4. They're either just not completely upgraded enough, because it really feels like the speeds on these cars are extremely slow. Let me see. Can we get over 140 at least? Okay, we're doing 160. And then, of course, we have to hit the corners, so we don't really get to stay at 160 forever, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It feels like we're really moving slow here. I guess later on down the line, we'll get faster cars the more we progress through the playlist, but man, it really feels like we're moving slow right now through some of these races. But yep, that's another race right there. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so in this race we're going to be driving a Chrysler SRT8. And I actually kind of forgot this vehicle was in the game. It's kind of one of the more lesser known, lesser used vehicles in the game that is available in the game, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody use it. Believe it or not, I have used this vehicle, but the last time I drove this vehicle in one of the crew games was the Crew 1. So, I don't know, but I guess Ubisoft is holding on to that license for the Chrysler 300, and you know, they're still giving it to them, so hey, use whatever vehicle you can get. But the Chrysler 300 though, it is a very interesting vehicle. Although I do like this version of it, I do kind of like the first generation they came out with back in like the early 2000s. You know, the one that you can find in Midnight Club, Dub Edition Remix, or maybe just the regular Dub Edition, I don't know. But that Chrysler 300 kind of went hard. Not gonna lie, that one really went hard. But this one's not too bad either. It's not too bad. It is kind of cool to still see it in the game, even though, like I said before, I'm pretty sure nobody actually actually uses this. In fact, if I didn't see this car right now in this playlist, like I wouldn't even known this car existed in the game. It's just not like a car that, you know, I'm going out and searching for. And even people in like the muscle car community, I don't think they're even going out of their way to like search for this vehicle in racing games. So yeah, but it is interesting to see this car still in the game after all these years. Believe it or not, it doesn't handle like a muscle car. Like if this was a muscle car right now, like just me doing that, I would have spun out easily in this game. But it doesn't feel like the typical muscle cars in the game, which reminds me, I think I may have to do the Dodge Charger Red Eye Hellcat. I have yet to do that vehicle, so I don't know when, but I gotta get around to doing that vehicle, because that is another like exclusive vehicle, as well as the Chevrolet Chevelle. There's a lot of exclusive cars, and just a lot of cars in general I just haven't gotten to yet, but I'm too busy enjoying the playlist, so I'm gonna continue doing that. But yeah, there you go, another race, another win in first place. Let's head over to the next one. Alright, here we go. In the next race, we'll be driving a Mini Cooper with a very interesting batch of vehicles. I do believe I saw a old school Miata up there. Yes, I did. Right next with the Eclipse, got a Ford Focus RS, Honda Civic, the nice orange boy there, and another Mini Cooper. Yeah, we'll be driving kind of like the little underpowered vehicles today in this race. Ooh, look at that. I like the intake sticking out of the hood of that Miata. It's nice. But this is another vehicle I've just never you know, gone out of my way to like kind of like, you know, buy or drive. Although I do think I actively used this vehicle in the first Crew game. I'm pretty sure I used this car a lot in that game. But yeah, there's just a lot of cars in here you kind of forget exist in the game, and like unless you're, you know, actively, you know, searching for this specific car, you really won't know unless the game introduces it to you, or you know, decide to go through the car list. So it's kind of cool to see some interesting cars up in here that, you know, I wouldn't think would actually be in this game. In fact, most of the cars in here don't make it into most racing games. Like I said, you know, the Chrysler 300, last time I saw that car in any game was really the Crew games, and that was it. Like, I know it made an appearance in maybe like Need for Speed back in the day, like way back in the day, but I don't even think it's even in Unbound, which is interesting because I would have rather that than that weird Mercedes Maybach car they added in the first update for Need for Speed Unbound. Personally, I don't know. I didn't like that. I would have rather the Chrysler 300 or something. I'm just not a big fan of Mercedes, so maybe that's why my taste is a little bit different and why I would have preferred that instead. But so far though, we are just chugging along here. This little Mini Cooper S here is handling pretty well. Thing about this one though, this Mini Cooper right here, it does look like an interesting vehicle to own, but knowing where this car comes from, I'd probably have a lot of engine problems, which is honestly the sad part about having a car like this. But it really looks nice. It's like a little small mini car with you know, a little bit of a punch if you tune it right. It can probably do you very well in races. Jeez, look at the vegetation. I don't think I've even been on this side of the island yet. Or maybe I just never noticed it. I also just realized too, we have been doing a couple of races and a couple of cars, and so far I think the M4 is the only vehicle with like Liberty Walk parts. Like, I'm pretty sure like the modifications on this Mini Cooper right here have been in the game since the Crew 1. I'm 110% positive these are the same customizations from the very first Crew, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't think it looks bad or anything, but when we're doing like a Liberty Walk playlist, you know, I'm expecting, you know, a lot of like Liberty Walk like style vehicles with like Liberty Walk, you know, official parts on cars. But so far the only one we got was the M4 so far. Who knows, it might be a second one up in here. Who knows?
That mini got swag, and there's even more on the nation menu.
But yeah, I mean, it still looks good though, but it's just not an official Liberty Walk body kit, that's all. And I think the same thing goes for the GTR we drove in the last race too. But nevertheless though, another race is down. Let's head over to the next one. I find it funny how I'm talking crap about Mercedes, and the next race I happen to be driving a Mercedes. But again though, going back to how these cars, you know, they're not, you know, exactly, you know, Liberty Walk body kits at all, which I guess, I mean, if you look at this car right here, it's not an official Liberty Walk body kit, but it's kind of, they kind of like made it close to what a Liberty Walk body kit would look on this vehicle. Like, it has the clean lines and everything like that, you know, there's no like vents or weird crap that doesn't, you know, belong. It has, you know, the right type of body lines, but it's not an official body kit from Liberty Walk. Strange. I don't know why though. Who knows? Again, the game has just came out, so they're probably going to add something along the line or down the line. But I mean, overall though, I mean, it doesn't actually stop me from enjoying this game. This game is still extremely enjoyable. I mean, I keep coming back to it. It's not really that, you know, easy nowadays to get a brand new game at that brings me back and wants to continue bringing me back. It's kind of crazy. You know, not a lot of games do that anymore. A lot of games, you know, you buy them, you play it for like maybe a week or two, and then you never touch it again. I haven't stopped playing this game since it came out, and I'm going to continue to play this game for as long as I can. But this Mercedes, I don't know what the name of this vehicle is just chugging along. Again, moving really slow. Now, it could just me, you know, not keeping up with the shifts. I mean, what? You know, I might get a little bit more speed, but I don't know. Like, it just feels like we're driving really slow in all these Liberty Walk races. Like, I don't get it. It's like I can't seem to get the car past 140 or 160. It's like we're either doing like 125 or 130 for a majority of the races. But yeah, I think it's very obvious that I'm enjoying this game very well. Are you guys enjoying this game? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you just want to play Forza Horizon 5 all day? I mean, like, personally, like, I would take this over Forza Horizon 5 any day. And that's not to say I'll take it over the Horizon series, period, because I think this is probably the best game I played since Forza Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3 was probably the last good Forza Horizon, and some would argue even Forza Horizon 2 was the last good Forza Horizon, but I didn't get to play Forza Horizon 2. I only got to play 3, and I never got to experience 2 or 1. So I don't know how good those games are. I mean, apparently people are calling them really good games, but personally, I think 3 was probably the last good one. And 4 had its moments. It wasn't horrible, but it had its moments. But definitely 3 was way better. And this game kind of gives me a little bit nostalgia of 3. Probably of what a good, like, open world racing game can be. You know, minus all the, you're going to, like, change actual, like, body parts and motors and stuff like that. I mean, you get little, like, loot box performance parts, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Each game has their own type of thing going on. This is not a Forza Horizon clone. This never will be a Forza Horizon clone. I don't get why people think that, a game with, legal racing, a festival, and, great graphics, it's a Forza Horizon clone. It's not. This is The Crew Motorfest doing its own thing since the first game. In fact, the first game is completely different from the way the game is now. So this franchise really is just doing its own thing. It kind of reminds me of, like, Need for Speed, how they first started off with normal racing, and then cops got involved, and then underground racing, and then Most Wanted with, like, crazy dark, like a dark storyline and stuff like that, to just, it changes up every time, where Forza Horizon's kind of been the same since 1. And, the Crew has, been different. It has changed. It's going to evolve. And I just like that. That's why I like the Crew franchise a little bit better than most other racing franchises out there. But, yep, that's another win on the Liberty Walk playlist. Let's head over to the next one. Alright, so we're going to be driving the Acura NSX in this race. Ooh. Looks pretty clean. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's start. Interestingly enough, I don't think I've actually, like, really driven the newer Acura NSX in the Crew game. I don't remember driving this car very much in the Crew 2. And again, I don't really remember myself driving this vehicle a lot in any racing game. It's just it's just a out there vehicle. I mean, it has its audience. I like the old NSX, but the new one it never caught me. I think that's why it just didn't do that well. It's kind of sad. We're not driving against, like, the older NSX. We're driving against, all newer vehicles, which I guess isn't too bad, but it would have been nice to at least have like one older NSX in this race. But so far, I mean, a lot of these races are just, cut and go. You get into one race, you finish it, complete it, move on to the next one.
Liberty Walk sells body kits for this car. They even make one for the '92 Honda NSX. Remember Shingo? He always wanted to get one of these.
So they sell it, but they didn't bring it to the Crew Motorfest. Why is that? It is nice and cool to hear about all this information, but it'll be so much cooler if they would bring the body kits to these vehicles. I'm just saying. Sounds cool hearing about them, but it sounds even cooler if you have them on your car. Here we are, just steadily moving along. This race was actually pretty easy. The AI is pretty far back. Difficulty is pretty high. I mean, like I said, I'm driving you know, without traction control, without stability. The only thing I have is maybe ABS, but that's it really.
Another level. My crew would be crazy about that car.
Yep, that's a another race down in the Liberty Walk playlist. Alright, driving in a Lamborghini Aventador. Maybe we'll finally get some faster speeds on here, like I was complaining a little bit earlier in the video. It feels like, you know, like these cars are not moving that fast. It's like, I don't know, it's like, especially this car right here. We are in a Lambo, so, oh yeah. Yeah, we're definitely moving way faster than we were in the other cars a little bit earlier in the playlist. And also, first time me driving a Lamborghini in the Crew Motorfest. Haven't even gotten to the Lamborghini playlist quite yet. Can't wait to actually check that out. That actually looks pretty interesting. Ooh. Can we cleanly get through here? Yes. Okay, just a scratch. Just a scratch. Can we take first place? Yes. Look at that. Hitting 200 miles an hour here. Ooh, gonna hit the wall. I really gotta practice that, you know, really gotta practice the braking so I can stay off the walls. Holy crap. AI is trying to take me out. But very interesting color, this Aventador. A little like blackish purple design on it. Very interesting. Kinda like it actually. I wonder if I can recreate it. Or just like one of those like exclusive things that you only see in the playlist on this specific car, you know? Alright, so this one is yet again another easy race to do. I don't know, I might consider actually upping the difficulty. Even though I'm kind of worried, the last time I did that, the AI completely dominated me and it just was not a great situation at all. Like, it was horrible. And it's like I just couldn't catch up, and like no matter how perfectly I drived, or how, you know, perfect the shifts were, or how perfect the cornering was, you know, staying off the walls, etc. Like, I just could not get the first place, or even third place. So, I don't know, I'm kind of worried that if I touch the difficulty now, this late into the playlist, I'll start having some major difficulties here. I'm liking the color of this tunnel. Looks like the shipyard in the Porsche playlist.
That was a fast run.
There we go.
I would go even faster next.
First place win on that race. Let's head over to the next one. Alright, doing another race with a Lamborghini, but this time a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. One of my favorite Lamborghinis, actually. But the Huracan, if I ever was able to get enough money to purchase any type of super vehicle or supercar, it would definitely be a Huracan, no doubt. Like, apart from, you know, any Japanese or any like personal favorite vehicles, which I guess really this is kind of like a real personal favorite, because this is really one of the only like supercars I would actually purchase. Like, I'm not really a big fan of Ferrari. You know, you're not really gonna win me over with a Bugatti or anything like that. Yeah, sure, it's the fastest thing in the world, but you know, it just doesn't have, you know, like personality or anything. Like Huracan, like Lamborghini Huracans, or just Lamborghinis in general, they have personality to me. So they've always kind of attracted me more than other, you know, supercar manufacturers. But yeah, if I ever came up with a certain amount of money, I would definitely purchase this bad boy right here, the Performante, actually.
You're in the biggest league possible.
Like I said, it is one of my favorites, apart from the normal Huracan.
Pretty
That's a Celine in front of
You
us.
think you'll be able to control that
How many
thing?
games have that? I'm liking this body kit though. Now I don't know. I don't think this is actually like an official like Liberty Walk body kit for this vehicle, but it sure could pass off as one. But this car performs really well. I guess that explains why this vehicle is always the OP vehicle. Like I don't care like what game you're playing, like the Huracan's always OP for some strange reason. Let's see if we can get some interior views here. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice. Let me see here. So top speed is like 214. Which is interesting. So it's fast, but not crazy insanely fast. Like we're not like almost about to hit 300 miles per hour, but it's decent. Again though, I
Trust you with that?
am assuming that half of these cars aren't like fully upgraded, because even like right now we are getting some much faster speeds, especially with the Lamborghinis in the last two
Cute path.
or the last
I'm more used to
race
taking
in this
streets
race,
more
but
safe.
it still feels like the cars aren't like fast. I don't know, but the interior view is really nice. It feels very comfortable. Like in most racing games, can't pull this off. Like right now, I'm on the controller. If I was playing in first person in like any other racing game, it'd just be like a little bit disorienting. But like this game, it feels very comfortable. And interestingly enough, driving in interior or first person mode actually like increases the difficulty and gives you more money. So if I wanted to, I could literally just drive like this and I would have no problem. Like this is very comfortable. Very comfortable. And again, I really do envy the people who are playing this game on a wheel right now, because they seem to be getting the most out of this game by playing on a wheel rather than playing on a controller, which you really couldn't say for the Crew 2. You really couldn't say such a thing like driving or playing with a wheel on the Crew 2. It just really wasn't that good. But they really have improved the game a lot, and I do applaud Ivory Tower for their dedication to improve things with this franchise. But yeah, that's another race done and clear. Alright, doing the very last race in the Liberty Walk playlist. A very enjoyable playlist, I might add. Can't wait to see what the last race in the playlist has in store for us. Hopefully it's a pretty good one. I mean, so far they've been alright. The last couple have been okay, but hopefully this one's pretty good. So let's get into it. Starting off with the Mini Cooper S, which I do believe was the first car that we drove in the playlist. Or was it the BMW M4? I really don't know. I'm pretty sure this was one of the first vehicles we were introduced to. Again though, these cars don't have any Liberty Walk body kits, but I guess inspired-ish body kits, you know? Really is a shame though. They should have at least, you know, brung, you know, the body kits for the cars they have us driving. Let's see how the interior looks for this. Doesn't look too bad. One thing I did notice about these Mini Coopers, they have this big giant like speedometer in the middle of the dash. It's just so weird. But I mean, hey, at least you'll definitely see how fast you're going. But again though, interior mode, it's just so comfortable. So comfortable. And very easy to adjust. And again, I'm not even, you know, I'll keep pointing it out over and over and over again, but I don't have any assist on apart from the emergency brake system, so yeah, it really is just smooth sailing. So I have noticed something. This is a long race. We're only at like 21% right now. We're like 4 minutes into this race. I don't know. This is a pretty long race. This is like really long. I don't know why. Alright, so I think we finally gotten to the part of the race where we're gonna be switching up different vehicles now. Ooh. Alright. We're in the M4 now.
There you go. Back with the BMW M4
Okay.
edition.
So we'll just be driving all around the island and switching cars, which I have figured this out. I do actually kind of remember the little AI car map system or whatever, raving that this is going to be a long race. I didn't truly like really listen into that until I realized what she did say and something about a big loop. So yeah, this is gonna be a very long race and potentially the longest race in the game. Was not expecting that in this playlist. Kind of expecting that from like other playlists, you know, professional racing playlists and stuff like that, but not the Liberty Walk playlist. And on top of that, we only have like three other drivers we're racing up against. I don't know why. It'd be nice if we were racing with more, especially for such a long race. I don't know. I would like a little bit more racers to go up against in a race like this to keep it kind of interesting, at least, you know? I mean, it's already bad enough that I'm kind of dominating this race already, and we're not even halfway done with the race yet. But yeah, we are 9 minutes into this race now. This is definitely the longest race in the game by far. So my assumption is we're just basically driving around the entire map, which is really interesting. I wonder if they'll ever allow us to, you know, go to the other islands. I have heard rumors that that may not be a thing, at least as of right now, within the first couple of years of this game. For right now, though, it doesn't seem like the developers over at Ivory Tower are really interested in expanding on the map, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was kind of expecting, you know, that right out of the gate. I mean, especially since, you know, we did the whole entire United States map. And I know a lot of people are frustrated that, you know, we didn't get, you know, a bigger map and we just only got, you know, like this part of Hawaii. And we're upset that we only got like one island out of the whole entire state of Hawaii. It would have been nice to have all 4 islands. I don't know. I mean, considering that we've had a whole entire United States map, you know, to me, in my personal opinion, it would have made sense to just, you know, allow us to, you know, drive and access all like 4 or 5 islands in the state. But I don't know, but for right now, though, we are stuck on this island, which is not too bad. It's enjoyable. This means that the race is almost over, I hope. This is very long. We're almost going into 11 minutes. Ooh. And we're back in the Huracan. Truly one of my favorite vehicles. Yes, I love this. Alright, we're at 95% in 16 minutes and 30 seconds into this race. My goodness, this is definitely one of the longest races I have ever done in this game so far. And pretty interesting playlist. Again, my only complaint about the playlist itself is the lack of like real Liberty Walk body kits for this vehicle, or for any of the vehicles in the game, or even the vehicles that they're showing off. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure these are not Liberty Walk body kits at all, except for the BMW M4, which is the only one with an actual Liberty Walk body kit. But yeah, we are done. We are finished with the Liberty Walk playlist. That was the last race. So, after all this, we can finally go and get our reward car, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the BMW M4, no doubt. But yeah, like I said though, that was just one of the biggest complaints. It's just the fact that, you know, we just didn't have the body kits. But, you know, Ivory Tower is kind of taking this game into the right direction, even if we don't have every single thing that we want. But I'm enjoying the game nevertheless. I mean, it's not affecting my enjoyment of the game. I'm still enjoying it. It's still fun to play. You know, it's just, you know, it would be nice to have, you know, just some aspects of certain things in the game that are not really in the game right now. So who knows, it might improve over the years, or within a couple of years or a couple of months. Okay, the traffic cars are definitely trying to kill me, but I'm pretty sure all that will change in the coming months, and probably next year, you know, we'll see a lot of new updates, which I'm really interested to see what Ivory Tower has in store for this game, considering, you know, we're only on Hawaii and the map is not too big. I mean, I can see them kind of doing a lot of copy and pasting of events and styles from the Crew 2, but hopefully there'll be something, you know, we don't really expect, something different, you know. Alright, here we go. We'll see the orange M4. Alright, look at that.
Good choice. Ready to go?
So that's another playlist done and finished. I think we have like, what, maybe like 5 or maybe 6 more playlists to go. 9. We have 9 playlists left. My god. Well, they definitely packed this game with a lot of content. Jeez Louise. But the question is, like, what playlist do we do next? Do we do the vintage car playlist, or do we do something like crazy? Just do the planes and boats and get that out the way, because I kind of want to get that out the way. Like, how many events do we have? We have 8 events. Yuck. 8 events of planes and boats. Ugh. Anyway, so if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Motorfest playlist video, or another video where I'm testing out another car. Either or, I'll see you in the next one.